Good morning, dear friends. Good afternoon and good evening, depending on your time zone. I salute each and every one of you for coming. I greet all of you for always being there. I salute all of you for all that you're doing to see that our freedom is achieved. May Elohim continue to strengthen you and keep you safe until Biafra is restored. In the name of Chukwukika Abiyama. Ise, Ise, Ise. I want to ask you, as you come in, please do well to do well to welcome others as I welcome you. Do well to welcome others. That the few minutes we are going to be here, we are going to make it count. So as you join, do well to share the program, invite others, share it in different platform where you are. And as you do so, Chukwuokike Abiyama will continue to bless you. We have a very important issue at hand to tackle this evening. And I want you, as you come, that you should listen to the few things I have to say this evening. Because as we are drawing closer to the second day of December, our Lord 2024, the vultures also are gathering. Those that have their hand in the kidnap of our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they are not sleeping. They are gathering, they are doing everything to make sure that the release of our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not possible. But we, the Biafrans, through the help of Chukwuokike Abiyama, are not going to relent. We will keep pushing as they have started failing for 4 years now. They will continue to fail until the redeclaration of Biafra come second day of December 2024. And I want each and every one of us to be on our guard. I want each and every one of us to take everything that we are doing more serious than ever you have ever been. There's a discussion between the wife of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and the sacked Ifeajuna Ejiofor that conspired with the Eastern governors to sell our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. This discussion was done of recent. Why I come to talk about it is because the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in Ezra tweeted about it. And I see it to be something of concern that we need to educate our people on what is going on. That we need to educate our people on what is currently going on, both in the zoo and in the IPOP Nigeria. The IPOP Nigeria know that their time, just like the devil know that his time is limited. So he's doing everything to make sure that he can take as many that he can with him. So is the IPOP Nigeria doing now. They are doing everything humanly possible to see that they take as many as possible down with them. But this evening, At the course of this meeting, you will be able to see reasons on some of the things that we do here and some of the things that we will be showing you. Because what we are fighting against is life and death issue. The fight for Biafra is not bread and butter. That is why many people are falling aside. And those that have been engineered by the enemy to come in our midst to destroy what we are doing are working overtime to see if they can achieve anything. But because Elohim have destined that Biafra will come, if not that Elohim have destined that Biafra will come, what have been planned against our leader, both by those that are very close to our leader. I don't know when last you hear from Kanu Takano. Remember when Kanu Takano came out, when Biafrans were asking him, Kanu Takano, oftentimes you always go with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu on any diplomatic move that he's making. Why is it that this Kenya trip, you claim not to know anything about it? Kanu Takano stayed quiet on the Biafrans for more than 16 days. When they saw that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has been arraigned in the Zoological Republic Court, Kanu Takano came up to exonerate himself that he wasn't the one that is arranging for the trip of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That is Nne Nayanya that arranges for the trip of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The secretary to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, which is Uche Okafor, the lady that lives in the United States. When that lady was asked, he said that Kanu Takano know what happened. That she was on phone with Kanu Takano when she got the intel, the information that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has been apprehended in Kenya. But Kanu Takano told her to keep it to herself. What I'm telling you is what is in the public domain. This is open confession by Uche herself before she resigned as a, because the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is no longer there. So who are you going to be secretary to? Uche Okafor said that Kanu Takano know what happened. Chinas and Woru know what happened. But all of them told her not to disclose it to anybody. That they are on top of the situation. But the right question any sane person will ask is, since Kanu Takano was on top of the situation, Chinas and Woru was on top of the situation, Chikin Edoziem was on top of the situation, Nne Nayanya, who arranged the trip of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to Kenya, was on top of the situation. And none of them deem it fit to disclose the new development of things to Biafrans. Not to those in Kenya, because Biafrans are domiciled in Kenya. Not to those in African continent that we easily rush down to Kenya to hold whatever that is happening with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu there in Kenya, that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will not be brought down to the Zoological Republic, nor tortured for 8 days. Had it been that this woman that is here claiming that she is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's wife, and there's a reason why I brought the picture that you're looking at where she's staying with, where she's with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu as husband and wife. And the picture, present picture, where she went to see the sacked lawyer of her husband. You will see how she's looking in this picture, and you see how she's looking now in this picture. One will ask, or somebody might think, oh, maybe it's because of the incarceration of her husband. That's what that is eating her up. But that is not the answer. This is the same woman that visited Ifeanyi Oba. Before Ifeanyi Oba died, traveled back to London, where she never returned. The conversation between this woman and Ifeanyi Oba is still unknown to Biafrans till now. Apart from the Prime Minister, who is privy to many informations, dark informations that we are not privy to. Ifeanyi Oba did not completely discard the allegation that was leveled against him that he have a hand in the kidnapping of this woman's husband, who is our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Rather, Ifeanyi Oba came out on BBC television to tell the world that it's true that the private jet that was used to convey Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria is his private jet, but he's not the one managing it. That perhaps that his manager might have done one business or the other, but he's not aware that his private jet was used to extraordinarily rendition Mazen Nnamdi Kanu back to the Zoological Republic. And since Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was incarcerated in the DSS dungeon for 4 years now, wearing the same clothes, unable to sleep with pillow, sleeping in a very dark place where there's no light. For these 4 years, this same woman that deems it fit to visit a lawyer that had been sacked, that is no longer speaking for her husband, neither Ezekome, all of them has been sacked. The right question anybody should be asking now is, what is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's wife still doing with sacked lawyers, incompetent lawyers, according to her husband, that looked at these people and said, these people, these individuals is not worthy of representing me in any law court. So therefore, I don't want to have anything to do with them again. Court sees these people from coming to court in the name that they are coming to defend me. These are the same people that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's wife are still romancing and mingling with. The question remains. The very big question that have not been answered is, what is it between that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's wife know, that Ifeanyi Ejiofor know, that Ezekome know, that Ifeanyi Oba late now know, 4 of them, that keeps 4 of them together talking? And what is it that these 4 individuals know that Chinasa Nworu know, that Chike Edoziemu know, that makes 4 of them that their bond cannot be broken, even when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have rejected them? This broadcast is not going to be too long, but I want you to ponder on this. What could have been the emergency that brought Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's wife, this Delilah, that brought her to go looking for a man that her husband signed a letter in detention ordering the court that these individuals, son Ezekome and this barrister Carol White, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, that he never want to see them again close to him, not in the court, nor close to his case? What is it that is between these people that keep this woman revisiting them every time? Let me read for you what the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in Ezra said in his Twitter handle. He said that another mind-blowing revelation which he himself is going to make on days to come. On these very individuals, he said that the Biafrans will weep for the things that he know about these people and the records that he keep about them that he have never disclosed to anybody. You know, all this while, for the fact that Mazi Simon Ekpa has stopped broadcasting, exposing them, they thought, oh, that finally they have engaged, that Mazi Simon Ekpa have got busy with so many other things, that he no longer give them attention. But one thing they did not know is that Simon Ekpa, before he acts, he come with weight, with full force, and with some evidences and proof that you yourself cannot be able to deny. Both your voice messages and all that will be brought to you, and you'll be listening to yourself speaking and arranging for the kidnap of your own husband, or for the continuous detention of your own husband. And the Biafrans cannot wait for that day to come, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to be free from the terrorist camp, and when those that have their hand in the kidnapping of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu we face the music that the Biafrans will sing for them. I can't wait for that day to come. Oge onye ọwụna ya ejeje chịrị akwa ya ebe ọ sara. That this man that is going around looking for little children to get married to. I don't know if they call him Senator Barrister Prince Nadi or whatever name that they call him, Ned, or whatever name that they call him, Mwoko. Anybody that knows him should go and tell him to mind his own business, which is looking for young girls to get married to. They should go and tell him that young girls have not finished. He should go and mind his business. But championing the cause of dividing the land of Biafra, the more the music he's calling for, he might not be able to dance it. He said it's a normal creation state, roadmap, and strategy, vision. Let me re-echo the message of the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in Ezra. Whosoever know this man should tell him to go and rest before we invoke Amadioha on him. This is dead on arrival who told him that additional state is the solution. He is just an idiot being pushed by the North, and I hope he continues and see how it will end. It will not end well, because the problem that these idiots, these lunatics the problem they all have is they don't ask questions. They don't ask questions of what has happened to those that have, to their predecessors, those that have run this path before them. What happened to them? how their voice all disappeared in the thinker. But whenever the Fulani told them, oh, all these things that you are benefiting as a senator, you will no longer benefit them. Your young wife that you get married to, very soon you will no longer see money to give him to go to Dubai for Dubai trip. You will no longer have a luxury car to give to her and all that. And the person will cry out to tell you that what Simon Ekpa is doing, that he's condemning it, that he's condemning anything that has to do with the breaking of Nigeria and so on and so forth. But that is not of our business. The only message we are sending today, the message has already been sent before now by the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in Ezra, that history is being made. And he advised each and every one of them to be at the positive side of this history that is being made. Because it's going to be very, very disastrous and very dangerous if they choose to be on the wrong side of this very history. I'm looking for that message to Carol White and the one that claims that he knew, that she knew who Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is. I thought I saved this. I will lay hand on it. But as we are speaking, those that have bite us in the buttocks, when we will bite them, we will bite them on their head. And while biting them, we will not listen to their cry. Because while we are calling on them, they refused. They said the name will be KCME. And the KCME is for us to give ourselves as a prey in the hand of those that hated us without a cause. And we have said no. If we left everything in the hand that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, that the wife of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, that claimed to be the most trusted of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, the sacked most trusted, because I can't just place it, that somebody that trusts you the most sacked you from being his lawyer. Can you now sit down to see how Mazin Nnamdi Kanu trusted Ifeanyi Ejiofor and Ezekome, that seeks justice when what is wrong is happening to him? When is him that is kidnapped, he seeks justice and Nigeria compensates him. But when it comes to Mazin Nnamdi Kanu case, he started doing hanky-panky using Mazin Nnamdi Kanu case to get award from the Nigerian state. How many awards again has Nigeria given to Ezekome since last 2 years? Or let me say for the past a year plus now that he was sacked from Mazin Nnamdi Kanu case. But that time, Buhari will call him, the one that is that they call Buhari will call him and they will give him an award. This other group will call him and they will give him an award. Nigeria will arrange for another group and they will give him an award. Even there's a day that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu has a court case. This man that they call Ezekome abandoned his client and went for a place for an event that is going to receive an award. And these are the set of people, set of vultures that gather together to eat the flesh and drink the blood of our leader Mazin Nnamdi Kanu in the name of defending him in court. And as each day passes by, as each day passes by, all their plot against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being revealed to the Biafrans as each day passes by. This one can no longer hide that her hand is deeply, that she is deep into the kidnapping of her own husband. Your husband that have done you nothing, loved you, but for the fact that he's fighting for his people. Nigeria called you MI, where you live, called you and promised you heaven and earth. Then you choose to be a single mother and watch your husband languish in the prison. All your expectations has been defeated because Elohim frustrated the tokens of the liars and their diviners mad. Elohim frustrated all your expectations, which is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not make it alive from Kenya. After the agony of torture that he undergo for 8 days, he survived it. According to the police of Kenya that was interrogated, they bear witness that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu passed out several times at the process of this torture by the terrorist state of Nigeria, that these lunatics that you're looking at their faces at the center of this picture handed our leader over to these people, to these animals, to these vultures, to eat his flesh and blood raw. But thank God for Mazi Simon Ekpa, who upholds the hand of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that it will not grow weak. If not by now, nobody will talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not on Monday sit at anywhere. The only thing that you'll be hearing from the IPOP Nigeria, the so-called DOS, is that they are doing underground work and the Biafrans should go and sleep, that ESN, that they should go to bed and sleep. Everybody should leave the bush and the Fulani will take it over. By now, you have multiple IDP camps in Biafra land, and they will still tell you that they are on top of the situation. But I've come here to tell you, as the vultures are gathering, so are the tigers, so are the lions that are in the Biafrans are gathering. And you know what lions does to all these small animals? It devours them. And that time is fast approaching. I advise you, a Biafran that is listening to me, or those that will come afterwards to listen to this video, be at the right side of the history being made. Be at the right side of the history that is being made. If you join those that have decided their own fate due to the heinous crime they have committed, they don't want to admit, oh, it is true, we have hand due to our foolishness, due to due to the gluttonous nature that we have, that cannot stand anything to do with dollars, that we received $9 million to sell, to betray Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, Biafrans, we have committed this heinous crime. And whatever punishment that you people want to give us, we are ready to accept it. This is the only time maybe their punishment will be something that will be tampered with mercy. But at the stage they have pushed this to, fighting to see that Nigeria terrorist state will not release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, still working with the old Eastern rejected governors, they delegitimize governors to work against the unconditional release of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Atụpụgoro nkịta ọkpụkpụ n'ilo ka anyị hapụzie ọgụ ya na ndị mmụọ. Ụbọchị nta ya chụọ n'Owerre ndebe anyị. Each and every one of you. We'll see you again in the morning before I go to work. But ponder on these few words of mine. As you walk, if it is your day, as you sleep, if it is your night, as you're waking up, if it is your morning, our eyes will never leave the ball. And the ball is Biafra. We will never lose sight of our freedom until that very day that we are going to be totally free. Thank you so much, Biafrans, and see you tomorrow morning. I salute each and every one of you. Do well to share, like, and subscribe if you're a new timer. And Elohim will bless you. See you tomorrow morning, or tomorrow afternoon, or tomorrow evening, depending on your time zone. God bless you and remember blessed.